Hi everyone, welcome back to your channel. In today's tutorial, I would like to talk about the virtual environment in Python. So today's tutorial, we will discuss what is the virtual environment, what is the advantage of the virtual environment, and how you can install this virtual environment. So these three main topics we will cover in this video. Okay, let's jump to the topic. First, you might ask yourself what is the virtual environment uh, and what is the difference if I want to install all the frameworks and packages in Python. Virtual environment, as the name of that, it's clear. It's an environment which is the virtual in your, we can say, the Python packages, and it create the one isolated Python workspace which allows you to install the framework in this environment. So why we are using this? Why we are not using other the method? And when we are talking about the framework, which means that you normally use pip install, for example, one framework. So this pip install framework, you can use it as a general in your Python to make it generalized, or you can make it as a virtual environment, which is much more cleaner and much more isolated and has a lot of the advantage. So let's jump to advantage of this Python, we can say, the environment, and why we are using this Python virtual environment. Uh, as you know that each framework has their own version. For example, maybe you are using the Flask version 2.1, and tomorrow you might need to install for other versions or other packages with the 2.2, but 2.2 might have the conflict with another version of for example uh, part of the other framework, like Pilo or some other framework. So this conflict between the versions of the frameworks is always the headache into we can say the Python. So virtual environment is the most relevant solution for solving this issue. So you can use the virtual environment and install all these we can say packages in one virtual environment, and it will not have any conflict version with other version. You already have your Python, that's okay. You have the, for example, project A. You make one virtual environment for project A. If you want to delete this, you can delete it. If you want to install new package inside of that project A, you can do that. For the project B, when you make another virtual environment, that absolutely is isolated and there is no conflict between project A and project B. So you will avoid the version conflict, keep your project clean, reproducible environment, and also no admin permission needed. All these cases are advantages for let's say the virtual environment. Now you might ask, okay, how can I create your virtual environment? Let's jump to the one folder and make one show you that how you can, with the one terminal and the command, you can create the one virtual environment. Okay, now I am here in this environment one folder, and I'm going to use the CMD. So now I am going to write some the command which Python -m Venv, which is abbreviation of the virtual environment, and then you can give your name, maybe my env, or you can say my test or whatever. So this my env is optional. You can give it whatever name you want. It's not mandatory. So just Python. You need to make space -m Venv space and my environment or whatever, and enter. When you are entering, now it's starting the process to make environment. Here you go. Now the environment has been made. You need now to activate this environment. So how we should do that? We have the my env. This is the name which you have it. You need the backslash and then the script, okay, and activate. Here you go. You see, now I have here on my environment the name it mentioned in beginning of the drive folder. So means now is activated. You are now allowed to install whatever you want into this environment. Like for example, I'm installing pip install, I don't know, Flask. So this, it will install all this Flask framework into this, we can say, the part of the virtual environment, and it will not have any conflict with your we can say that the Python in your entire of your system. So you also can deactivate this virtual environment, and if you want to deactivate, you can just type the command, just simply deactivate. Here you go. You see, it's now the environment is deactivated and it's not activated anymore. So it's worth to mentioning that this command is only for Windows. That is not for the Linux or Mac, which for the Linux and the Mac it's a little bit different. I will drop the code for the Linux, activate for the Linux and Mac in comments below of this video. You can find it over there. But what I am showing here, it's for the Windows, and who has the Windows environment should use this command for activate the virtual environment. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you understand why virtual environments are essential in Python. If you found this video is useful, please don't forget to like button, and if you didn't subscribe yet, please do so. And if you have any question, please drop your question in comments below. Thank you again, and see you next one.